Hey guys, it's Gretchen. Today we're going to do a little bit of a process video of one of my recent art journaling pages. Here are some papers from the Open Book Collection by Maggie Holmes for crepe paper. I'm just going to walk you through it and show you how I get my pages done. I already have a picture that I want to use that I've printed with my Instax camera, and I just punched out a bunch of these hexagons with my Hexi Punch from those scrapbooking papers, and I'm just fiddling around with them, trying to see how I like them on the page and trying to space out the different colors and textures. And then I've got my Tombow Mono Dot Adhesive permanent glue roller that I'm using to glue everything down once I've figured out I've got it in a good spot. I could have showed you me fiddling with it for like 20 minutes and trying to figure out where I wanted things to go, but that would make a really long video. So I like things to look like they're hanging off the page, but then I trim it down to the page. It kind of gives it more interest and not so much blocked in by the page. So that's what I'm doing here, just filling in some empty spaces. I felt like there needed to be a tad in these little areas, the empty white areas. So I cut some off the Hexi and glued it down. Then I have to get my picture and see what's going to go on it. This was a little bit of a task. I've got this paper that has all these different size cards on it, and you can cut them off. So I'm trying different patterns and colors to see what I want to go on there. And I think I ultimately decided that I liked the polka dots a lot, but I kind of wanted to pull the pink out of the flowers a little bit, so I think that's what I ended up doing after I look at something else that I want to go on the page. See, there's the pink. So just get my scissors and cut it out. And then you'll see I get my trimmer because I'm not a very straight cutter with scissors, but I like things to be straight, so I trim up those edges and make sure they're nice and clean. Round the corners with my Becky Higgins corner rounder. Kind of give it a little bit something different from the harsh corners of the hexagons around the corner of the card. I think that card's pretty cute. It's got some looks like camera blueprints or something like that on it. I like to use my Sharpie pen to outline things a little bit sketchy around the edges. Just kind of makes that area stand out. There's a lot of pattern in the back, there's a lot of pattern on the card, and I want that picture area to stand out a little bit, so I go around the edges with that. This is a sticker sheet from the same paper line, Open Book, and I pulled out the Love This Moment with a gold foil sticker and stuck that on. I'm gonna stick my picture to the card. And then I decided I like to put these little word stickers down in the bottom of that Instax picture. I think it looks really cool, so mine says every single day. My page is about my morning routine and how I used to think it was crazy that my mom always got up way earlier before everybody else, but now I understand why. I kind of need that hour in the morning to get my brain ready for the day. I pulled another sticker off that sticker sheet, and I'm just outlining a little bit in the lighter hexagons. I felt like they needed a little bit something else to kind of push them back in the page. When I use scrapbooking paper, I love scrapbooking paper, but I kind of want to church it up a little bit, make it look like it belongs together on my page, and I've done a little bit something different with it, so I kind of tweak it and make it my own instead of just sticking it on the page and then that's all there is. So there's another sticker, just trying to add some more texture and layers. I think I pulled another one off there too, a floral. There it is. Pull the floral off, push it around the page, see where I think it's gonna go. Just wanted to pull some more florals out of that hexagon and bring it forward some. There we go. Anybody else tap their fingers when they're thinking? I always tap my fingers when I'm thinking. Thinking I might want something else off this sticker sheet, but maybe not. I think I ended up putting it away. Ooh, might be something on here. Let's check this out. Teeny tiny words? Yes. I love the little teeny tiny words. They fit in little pockets here and there. And there it goes. Time to glue the card down. Now I've got my water brush and I'm going to get my Peerless watercolors after I find them in this huge stack of paper that's over here. Oh, there they are. Awesome. So I'm trying to decide which color I want to pull out. I want to pull the pink out a little bit more. I've got a lot of blue. So I just use my Peerless and pull some pink in here and there in between some of the elements. Not difficult, but again, kind of making it more mine. Blending everything together, pulling the colors together, making it look not so much like just papers on a page, but an actual pulled together piece. So whiteout, yes. I love whiteout. It is so easy to use. It's kind of like the quick sister gesso. Gesso takes a little bit longer to dry, but whiteout dries super fast. So when I want to push some things back and I've got too much pink, so I want to tone it down a little bit, just grab the whiteout and that works for me. And you can hear the kids in the background again because they are home from school and the dog opened the door. So another thing I like to do with the Peerless is to push some water on my palette, which is just a plastic plate, and add a little bit of color and splatter it on the page. A little bit more artsy detail, gives it some more texture and makes that white space in the middle not look so amazingly white. Just add a little bit of washi because I kind of feel like every page needs washi, but that's just me. I have my little roller stamp, my date stamp, and my StazOn ink pad. That's really the only kind of ink I use. I've dabbled in other kinds of ink, but this kind dries fast and is permanent, and I like things fast. This entire spread took me about 30 minutes start to finish because I had already picked the papers I wanted and I already had my picture printed. Sometimes it'll take me around an hour depending on if I don't really have an idea going in, but I had an idea, so it usually take me about 30 minutes. So quick drying ink and quick drying materials in general always work for me. Now I've started my journaling. I'm going to fast forward a little bit through that because it took me a few minutes to write all this out. There you go, skip it. So I just fill in my journaling, whatever I feel like I should write for that page. Again, this is just talking about my morning routines and how I really need an hour before everybody gets out of bed to get my brain right for the day. I like to outline the pages sometimes, kind of frames everything and pulls everything in together. One of my sketchy lines. That's about it.